back to Fancy Goldfish Fanatics. Today we are at Star Fisheries. Hopefully you have seen the other episodes I have done on Star Fisheries, and in today's video we are going to be looking at another variety that is quite often overlooked and maybe doesn't get the popularity it deserves, and that is the Pearlscale Goldfish. So in today's video we're going to have a few tanks set up with some pearl scales. We're going to be looking at the different colorations, the different sizes, shapes, etc. So I'm going to head over to the Pearlscale tank now. Let's take a look at some of these fish before we net them up and put them in our viewing system. We are now going to approach the Pearlscale tank. Now there are a couple of tanks in Fish House 1 that have pearl scales in. Here is the general stock of pearl scales. You can see we've got some different colours. We've got some calicos, apaches, reds, whites, red and whites. And we also are going to show you some of the slightly larger and higher quality pearl scales towards the end of this video. Now I'm just going to take a small sample of these fish, a real random scoop of them, just to see the different colours and the different sizes and varieties Star has to offer. Generally, the pearl scale is a thick dome scale fish with a pearl-like appearance. Its body is round and similar to a golf ball, and normally the fins are quite short in length. However, Pearlscale goldfish can reach up to 8 inches long and grow as large as an orange, although these cases are quite rare and I've yet to see one quite that big. Pearl scales can develop some swim bladder issues, and they are a little bit more susceptible to swim bladder problems and buoyancy issues, so we really need to make sure the care is kept at an optimal level when looking after our Pearlscale goldfish. And that is just down to the selective breeding and the particular body forms that these fish have. Now here I've just selected around 10 to 12 different pearl scales, and I'm just putting them into that viewing tank so we can see the side view of them. Now I feel like pearl scales are really nice to view from the top and the side as well. Personally, they are not my cup of tea, however I can kind of see the allure to them, and they are very cute and very funny to watch. Now obviously they aren't the best swimmers, so generally keeping them in a tank with low flow, a tank that doesn't have too much water depth as well, is the ideal conditions for these fish, and generally I wouldn't add them with any fast moving single tail goldfish like the shabumpkin or comet goldfish. Now generally I would probably keep a Pearlscale goldfish in a species only setup, however you can add other varieties that are very slow moving. You can see we've got different colours, different sizes and different grades. We have some slightly longer tail pearl scales and also some short scales as well. You'll notice on the slightly higher quality fish they will possess that slightly rounder body. Generally, the breed standard is to have a depth of the body to be greater than 2/3 of the length of the body. The scale should be domed. The dorsal fin should be a single and all of the other fins should be paired. The caudal fin should generally be divided and forked and above the horizontal position. Extremities of fins should have a slightly rounded appearance and not be too sharp and pointed. Generally, when showing your pearl scale, you don't want to have the body too short, and a minimum length of the body should be around that 5.5 centimeter size. The fish should be bright and alert and displaying well with the domed scales all over the body, and some of these larger, more high quality fish that I'm going to show you now present that slightly better quality. They do come with more of a premium price, but you will notice the difference in the body shape, the scales, the vibrancy and the pattern as well. So I've got 4 fish here. One is a telescope-eyed pearl scale, which I haven't really seen many of ever before, and the other 3 are just your standard high quality pearl scale goldfish. Now I'm just going to put these into the viewing tank so we can see a side on as well as that top view. Now you also notice these do have very small fins, so they definitely are not the best of swimmers, but they are really nice quality. I really like the red and white contrast between these, and they are quite vibrant. You can see they've really got that pearl scale look to them, and they've got those iridescent scales all around the body, which shows in a higher quality fish. Now, pearl scales come in very different colours. The colour may be metallic, it may be orange or calico, and generally you can get pearl scales with head growth as well, which are often called the crown pearl scale, and these have a sort of bubble like wen on top of the heads as well. These fish though are not crown pearl scales, and maybe I will look at those in another video, but that is the end of the footage, so I'm just going to wrap up the video. So thank you for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing those Pearlscale goldfish, the different sizes, colours and qualities as well. A very unique and different variety. Definitely not everyone's cup of tea, but I thought quite an interesting variety to show as it doesn't get too much exposure online. But that is it for today's video. If you do have any comments or queries, leave those down in the comment section below. And if there's any videos that you want me to create or show you in particular, then you can also leave that comment down below. But that is it for today's video. As always, thank you all for watching. Remember to keep those water changes up and happy fish keeping.